What's going on YouTube? Kaioken came at you with my first ORAS Wi-Fi battle. I got this on my stream the other day. This was versus SSBMFreak36, I think. Those are the right numbers. Anyway, so it's been a while since I did a singles battle, so I've been streaming a lot to try to get back and playing singles, as you know, I've been doing a lot of free-for-alls. I'm using my Mega Low Pony team that I did a showdown live with. And yeah, we're going to see how it stacks up. So it leads, he's going to lead with his Ferrothorn, I'm leaving my Mega Low Pony. Now, I thought it was too obvious for me to go for the high jump kick and make it all right off the bat, because I had a really good chance of KOing him, so I thought he would predicting that, but he just goes for Stealth Rocks. So I'm just going to switch right into my Ferrothorn, because I know Ferrothorn can't do much to Ferrothorn, and he goes on to his Latios, so I go for the least predicting the switch. Now, because he brought in his Latios, I thought that he would have HP Fire, but he actually doesn't. But I didn't know until it turned afterwards I had to switch to my Sylveon, as he goes for the trick. He tricks my Sylveon as Scarf, so that pretty much cripples my Sylveon this battle. And honestly, I could have just stayed in right there to take the HP Fire and just Gyro Ball afterwards, because in all honesty, I think it's like a 2 or 3 hit KO on Ferrothorn in Power Fire, I believe. But what ends up happening is I just get tricked, and that's just upsetting for me. So I'm gonna double back out into my Ferrothorn, predicting his Ferrothorn to come in. And because his Ferrothorn has Stealth Rocks, I know that he doesn't have spikes, or I'm just assuming he doesn't have spikes, because that just wouldn't. It's just not common to have both of those, you know? So I'm going to go for my layer spikes right here. I thought I should go for the Leech Seed or maybe an attacking move, but overall, I just decided spikes would be best for helping me wearing down his Greninja and stuff like that. So, since he brought in his Greninja, he's just telling me he has HP Fire. So I'll switch on my Sylveon to sponge that. And for whatever reason, I'm like, you know, Gunk Shot on HP Fire Greninjas is not that common, so I'm going to scout for it. So I go back out into my Ferrothorn to see if he has a Gunk Shot. And unfortunately for me, he has both HP Fire and Gunk Shot on his Greninja. So, right here, I thought it was a bit of a 50-50, because I felt like my switch back out to Sylveon would be pretty obvious, because if I did, that would be a little bit more Life Orb damage, and then, you know, we can play the waiting game again. But he just goes right for the HP Fire as I stay in, and I just lose my Ferrothorn, which is pretty huge for me. So I'm going to go right into my Lopunny. I could have not fake outed right here. I could have went straight for the Ice Punch, was what I was thinking, because I was thinking the Landers would come in. Because at this point, I don't think I knew it was Scarfed. I figured out a little bit later. And right here, I figured out that his Ferrothorn is indeed Rocky Helmets, and I don't see the leftovers recover at the end of this turn, and, you know, I took the Rocky Helmet damage. But the really bad thing about this is, now that my Ferrothorn's gone, I lose my switch into his Ferrothorn. So I have to play a little bit more protectively, safe, cautiously. I'm going to switch into my Landers right here, because I don't want to high jump kick on his Protect. I could have just Ice Punched, in all honesty. That's what I probably should have done, and I don't know why I didn't, but you know, I guess hindsight. Switching my Landers, get my rocks up, and I really should have Earthquake right there, but instead I went for the knockoff, thinking that he might want to switch out to his Latios or something. But in all honesty, I really should have went for the Earthquake, because even if he did go out into his Latios, oh no, he had Latios and he had Lando. I think I wanted to knock off the Choice Scarf off his Lando. That might be why I went for the knockoff right there. But I probably should have went for the Earthquake, because I could just stay. I have switch-ins for the Latios, and the Lando I could potentially stay in. I don't remember what I had left on my team at this point. So I'm going back onto my Lopunny, and I'm going to go right for the high jump kick and do as much damage as I can to something, which was, in all honesty, by me, a really bad play, because since his Protect just failed, he actually could just Protect again and have me take a lot of damage. So I'm not entirely sure if he knew that, or if he just wanted to go right into his Lando and U-turn for Switch Initiative. So I'm going to go out into my Lando and Intimidate, kind of soak up the U-turn, but this puts me in a bad position, because now I can bring in his Greninja or his Rotom. His Rotom's nice too. What I could do right here is, I felt like I stayed in and U-turned, because my Lando speed creeps pretty hard. Or did I just go right out to my Sylveon? I don't remember. I U-turned, and he predicted that quite nicely, and goes into his Ferrothorn. I don't know if he knows about my Lando speed creeps. I was saying a lot of my my things on stream, like I was like, ah, this is cock. My Lando has too much speed on it, because and like things like that. But alright, I just go for the fake out, because I know he's gonna Protect. And I'm just gonna high jump kick now, because I can take out the Ferrothorn. I do take a little bit of recoil, but I mean, that's just what I had to do. So now he's into his Lopunny, and I can't just leave mine in here, because I'm going to need my Lopunny for later on in the match to do some damage to his team. So I'm going to have to sack my Lando. I didn't actually have to sack my Lando, I don't think. I probably could have went to my Sylveon, because that's pretty much worthless to me. But at the same time, I kind of want to use that as a pivot. And essentially by doing this, I can get his attack lowered and go into my Thundurus. Now, right here, again, I thought it was... I had to make a risky play, because I know he's going to switch. I know he's not staying in, risking me Thunder Waving his Lopunny, but I just don't know what he's going to go into. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to go right for the Hidden Power Ice, catch a Lando on the switch in. Not bad. Scarf Lando out of the way. Frees up a little bit of leeway for me, but I'm still on the losing end of the spectrum, even though I do have Stealth Rocks and Spikes. I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt right here as he brings in his Rotom, because I know it's a 2-hit KO, and I was figuring there wasn't much he could do to me, and if he does stay in and decides to Hydro Pump, that will be a 2-hit KO, assuming he hits on me. And I think it was around here was when I started to misplay. I believe it was here. Because I switched out my my Thundurus, going to my Sylveon. That might not have been here, actually. Might not have been here. So yeah, I'm gonna go into my Sylveon and just eat the Ice Beam. He could have Gunk Shotted, but there was no reason for him to, honestly, because this Ice Beam was more accurate and it would take me out. If I did survive, that would have been nice to get off a Hyper Voice. Oh, but right here. So what I should have done is go out into my my Thundurus. And oh no, he started Rotom at this point. Oh, I'm thinking a little bit too ahead, too far ahead right now. Fake out the Rotom, and he's gonna bring out his Lopunny. Right, yeah, because I still have Latios left that I haven't brought out at any point. And I haven't had a chance to defog yet either. So I'm pretty much just gonna sack my Latios right here, because I need a free switch. What I needed to do was go into my Latios Death Fodder, go into my Thundurus, Thunder Wave, catch the Greninja on the switch in as he switches out, kill the Greninja after that, and then come with my Lopunny afterwards, fake out, and hope that I do enough damage, because then it'll come down to a potential speed tie. But instead of doing that, I don't do that. I go for the high jump kick with my Lopunny, knowing he's going to switch out. Honestly, well, it didn't really matter, because he just had a free second at Latios anyway. And no, what I was just talking about was supposed to happen. That was supposed to happen right here. Here was a turn I was supposed to switch in my Thundurus. But at the same time, I thought it was kind of be a 50-50 like thing where I would he would predict me to fake out, so he might go for the attacking move, so it would be a potential speed tie. But in the end, it didn't matter because he was just jolly and I was adamant. So what is going to end up happening is I'm just going to go into my Thundurus a turn too late and just end up losing the battle 2-0, I think, in his favor. But it was a good game. If you guys would like to battle me or have to enjoy my content, be sure to check out my Twitch stream and subscribe for more content. As usual, get the deal. Like, comment, subscribe from the friends. All good jazz. Kaioken. Catch you next time. Later.